So I don't make videos like this. This is completely new to me, so bear with me, but that was not it. I usually only talk good about teams on this channel, but the time has come. I mean, I just have to do it. The Cleveland Browns are atrocious, and they are a joke of a team. Again, I apologize. I know I'm horrible on camera. Usually I'm going off a script. This is like the first time I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind. But I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we could start with Keven Stefanski. His play calling's atrocious. We could start with Deshaun Watson. He's a national disaster. I couldn't believe how many people still had faith in this guy. But at the end of the day, there's nothing he could really even do because the O-line was just absolute trash. They're always injured. He literally had no time to throw the ball. And when he did, he couldn't make a throw because he didn't play at all in the preseason. I just don't even understand like what the plan was. It's just terrible. And you could blame Keven Stefanski. You could blame Deshaun Watson. But really, at the end of the day, it all starts up top with the ownership. The Browns have really only had like 3 owners throughout their lifetime as a franchise. I've only been around for the Haslam era. I'm only 19, so I've only been through 19 years of misery. But still, it's just like, at what point, like, it's professionals out there. So you would think by the law of averages, eventually you have to have a good season. I know in 2020 we had Baker. We did go to the playoffs. We had that win over the Steelers. And then last year was a decent season with Joe Flacco miraculously leading us to that wild card game. But it's just like over and over again, it is just the same stuff. And it's just like stupid. And I'll admit it, I was one of those early on Keven Stefanski haters. I know so many people loved him, and I mean, it was easy for him to win over the fans because we hadn't had anything but trash coaching this team for the last 20 years. So of course, as soon as we get a somewhat decent coach, everyone's gonna love him. But honestly, he isn't that good. The team's never prepared. The offense always has 4 illegal shifts per game, or those illegal formations, all those penalties. It's just so dumb. I don't understand how hard it can be. But yeah, Deshaun Watson looked like a complete disaster. I mean, you could just see it on his face. He had no confidence. He just looked defeated as soon as the first drive was over. Hopefully the running game is going to get a little bit better when Nick Chubb comes back, but that was atrocious. Ford didn't really do anything. But then again, the O-line was trash, so it was tough to get big runs going. But it's just crazy how the ownership of this team year in and year out has just built a losing culture. Like, you just see teams like the Patriots, their dynasty. You got the Chiefs now. You got the Steelers. All those teams, they all have winning cultures. But this team has the exact opposite. And it's just sad to see because this city is dying for a championship. I mean, you could just see the pissed off look on Amari Cooper's face. Like, there's not a competent QB behind center, so nothing's really going to happen with this offense the whole year until he gets injured and Winston comes in or whoever else they're going to bring in at QB. It's just like, there's not going to be a Joe Flacco this year to save us. I don't even know what to say. It's just a disaster. On the bright side, I guess the defense looked good. I mean, the secondary looked okay, but at the end of the day, like, there's not much they could do because they had to be on the field the whole entire game because Deshaun Watson couldn't manage to get a first down. I mean, 1 first down in the entire first half? Are you kidding me? Man, I am so bad on camera. I apologize for this. I have to get this out because at some point, like, when is anyone going to be held accountable? Like, 20 straight years of just trash football besides the 2 seasons where they got to the wild card game. It's just, like, we don't expect much, but, like, there's a reason that guy, I forget what his name was, but that guy made that Factory of Sadness video. That describes everything perfectly. This is the mistake on the lake. This is the Factory of Sadness. It's going to be the same old Browns forever. I don't think it's ever going to change. I mean, eventually it almost has to. Like, I'm assuming I'm going to live, like, at least 50 more years, and at some point they'll be good. But it's just that losing culture year in and year out. It just creates the same product every single time. And, I mean, it sucks. And the funny thing is that 5 years ago, we were all just begging for watchable football, and we have it now, and it still just leaves us depressed. I don't know, man. I'm always going to be a Browns fan, but it is just brutal out here. That's really all I got for this video. I'm going to stop rambling. I know I'm like super awkward on camera. I'm still getting used to it. This is like my first time ever, and I've been doing YouTube for over 5 years. So it's a completely new thing. But yeah, I'm just pissed off by the Browns right now. It's not going to change. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.